Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. This is the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez-Clary with you as always. Hello, Enrico.
Hello.
How's it going?
It is going.
Busy. You're busy over there.
Yeah, trying to set all this up right now while we're
That's all right.
live.
That's all right. You do your thing. 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. Both those open for you guys the entire show today. Got plenty of stuff to get to. Let me just run through everything that we're going to be doing today. First off, reaction to Mickey Joseph's press conference, because there's a lot of thoughts on it. And I'll kind of give you my thoughts on what it was like being at the stadium and being about, 10 yards away from Mickey Joseph or so. And then we'll also be joined by Steve Mark of Inside Nebraska. We will have volleyball discussion as well, because they face the number 2 Huskers face number 9 Stanford tonight at home,
who just beat Minnesota.
First serve is at 7 p.m.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Everybody that can fit in the bob will be there.
Yeah, Rico and I will be there. We'll be hanging out tonight.
I don't know what
is it going to be, an extended happy hour?
Maybe.
Should we just do a little Twitter live?
Should we go live?
Maybe we should go live from the bob. We can't broadcast the game, but we can go live from the bob.
I have a little stand. I'll just set
up
our phone.
Perfect.
Everybody can get a reaction.
We can do AirPods and everything. That way we don't have to. Okay, Rico, we're on to something. Let's do it.
Do this.
All right, so we'll. How about that?
Look at that.
We'll have to think about some more details here.
Yeah.
What time we're going to get there and everything, but we'll do something.
I'm hoping to get there before, at or before 6.
I'm looking like 5:45.
Yeah, I always try to get to like an hour before.
For a game like tonight, I think it's going to be like a 5:45 arrival.
Yeah, pick up the kids. Rachel's got to get home.
There's some logistics that we have to work out.
We'll figure
but
it out.
we got plenty of time. It's only 1:16 during the day, so we got plenty of time.
It's gonna be a great match. It got a 6-6 middle.
That's right.
Which is massive.
As always, 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. Here we go. So Nick only goes to volleyball when it's big games. Cool. I went to the Loyola Marymount game.
Yeah.
I went to that game. Also,
volleyball is on
the other
TV.
ones, all the other ones I just couldn't get to.
Volleyball
doesn't work out with my schedule.
On Big Ten Network.
Big Ten Network
BTN.
Tonight. However, this weekend's against Kentucky was moved from ESPNU to ESPN2.
There you go.
So Nebraska, many opportunities for
More
you guys
eyes
to check out Nebraska.
to see a branch off of John Cook's coaching tree go against John Cook.
Also, my guy, are you mad? Like, you should go tonight. Since I know who that is, why don't you go tonight?
I don't think my guy's going to be able to go tonight.
Oh, really? You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
How much are tickets? I think
Rico, are you texted in?
I think Mark looked it up, and they were like 45 was like the cheapest.
Yeah, $45 to go if you want to sit on a lower level.
Yeah. I don't know what standing room only is, like how much they are. I don't know if there's any available.
We could look this up.
Because it's going to be packed.
Nebraska volleyball. We could look this up real quick. Okay, so I guess here we go. Mickey Joseph's discussion here. Let's just go right into it. 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys the entire show today, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Okay, so as somebody that was there on Sunday for the press conference with Trev Alberts, and somebody there that was there today for the first press conference with
Coach
Joseph, there was a lot more energy in the room today. And you might sit here and say, well, obviously, Nick, a coach got fired, and now here's a coach that is coming in with kind of a fresh perspective. And I suppose so, but there's a lot of media people that feel a certain amount of confidence, maybe not confidence is the right word, but just encouragement or curiosity about this Saturday's game. There's a couple reported changes that are going on. Shenander will work with the safeties only, and Travis Fisher will work solely with the cornerbacks.
And Nickel.
And Nickel.
Which Shenander also. Nickel is going to be switching
which
back.
I thought was interesting, because we have always heard throughout these first 4 years under previous regimes is that Travis Fisher cross trains his guys.
Yep.
Every one of those guys he cross trains, whether it's deep, whether it's
nickel.
Safety or cornerback.
My bad.
And so now you're kind of having that, and we're hearing this from Coach Mickey Joseph, to where he was honest. He's like, listen, it's two complete different positions. And if you look in the NFL, then you have one safeties coach and one cornerbacks coach.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're kind of operating under that kind of idea, which makes me kind of intrigued or confused why we have automatically thought that cross-training guys was such a good thing in the previous years. Right. So it's kind of that was kind of something that stood out to me.
I agree. I like the cross training. I think it's a great thing to have guys who are able to play, multiple positions and both positions of corner and safety, because you had, I believe, I'm probably mistaken, honestly. But Cam Taylor-Britt started off as a safety, moved his way down to corner because of the cross training, and they realized how much better he was at corner. And, they moved guys. I believe Marquise Buford came here as a corner and moved back to safety. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But look, it's a good thing, because if you have injuries, maybe you don't have to bring somebody out. You just, move them either up or back from corner to safety, safety to corner, and then you bring in somebody who might be better at whatever position. Because if you have somebody who is a better safety than they are a corner, one of your corners get hurt, you take one of your safeties who you have the utmost confidence in to guard a guy one-on-one, and you move him down to corner, you bring that guy in who's a solid safety, you put him back at safety. So it's a positive thing to have them cross-train. But as Mickey Joseph said, Travis Fisher only has two eyes. It's hard to watch four separate positions that way. If he's just watching the corners, it's a lot easier. If he's just watching the safeties, it's a lot easier. So they put him with the corners, and hopefully we see an improvement in both positions with Chins in the safeties and Fisher in the corners.
Okay, so here, this is interesting. Jim in Lincoln says this: what the hell does the media know? You guys predicted 8 to 10 wins this year. I want to respond to James's text also. James's.
I didn't read James's.
Should we dive into this just a little bit, or should we stay away from this?
I think we should stay away from that for now. Maybe we will get more,
I would say, that
confirmation from others.
Okay. All right. Because
before we touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Okay. Which is a bummer. Because I want to address it.
Yeah, but I want to know what
we can address and what we cannot.
Yeah.
See, so I guess it kind of works into this way, Jim. A lot of the stuff that never mind. We're just gonna stop.
Just not gonna.
Okay. 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. Sorry,
now
James.
Everybody's gonna tell us.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Okay, Faisal 5 times. I would rather have a guy be good/great at one position than be average at two. Aaron, how are they going to split guys up in the secondary if they've all been cross-trained? Are they going to have to find roles to find people?
I think they have
their
already
guys. It's just more specific kind of training.
Yeah, who are more specialized at one position or the other. Travis Fisher just wanted to make sure that everybody knew how to play both positions. You have guys who are better safeties than they are corners, but you wanted to make sure that they knew how to play corner just in case you needed them to do that. You have guys who are better at corner, wanted to make sure they could play center field at safety just in case it was necessary. But you have guys who you trust more at one position than the other. So that's how they're going to split that up.
Okay, so here's this. Unnamed texter says, is this a second batch of Kool-Aid? I wouldn't say that it's necessarily Kool-Aid. I would say that there's a lot of people around the program and that cover the program that have a better feeling about the process and how things are operating on a day-to-day basis and who is present in rooms on a day-to-day basis. I think that's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
Day-to-day basis than maybe it was
before
last week. That's the brutal reality. Brutal truth. I think there's more, like, once again, I'll say it again. I think there's more confidence for the people that are in, around, and covering the program in the day-to-day operations and who's involved in the program on a day-to-day basis and in what roles they are in than maybe there was in previous years.
Now, I respect what Frost has done for Nebraska. I respect his coaching acumen when it comes to what he has done leading up to becoming the head coach of Nebraska, being the head coach of UCF, being the offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, position coaches, wherever he's been. But Mickey Joseph's resume, although it lacks in a lot of head coaching experience, he does have head coaching experience. Technically, he's 13-7 as a head coach. Although it lacks in a lot of head coaching experience, he has a ton of coaching experience through the years. He's been, as he said in his presser, he's been everywhere. He's been at every level of football coaching. So although some people may have not distrust isn't the word that I'm looking for, but hang-ups about his head coaching resume and his ability to be a head coach. I believe that the route that he's taken leading him to Nebraska and leading him to being the interim head coach of Nebraska is a long one and is well-traveled and he's probably had to switch shoes a couple of times. Yeah. But it lends itself to a ton of experience and maybe a different way of viewing things than, Scott Frost, who, and again, I respect what he's done. I respect his coaching acumen. It may have come a little fast.
Eric and Lincoln says this same discussion when we transferred from Riley to Frost, not getting sucked in again. Sorry guys, just beat Iowa and I'll be happy. And that's okay if that's your approach. I am good with that. I don't blame you, right? I do not blame you one bit for having that mentality. I think that also Frost, when we look back at his tenure, and we've dissected it quite a bit already, there was more there. Jay said this on Sunday, and the more and more that maybe things get talked about and things get brought up, there's more than just the wins and the losses. And I should say that now that that's public or becoming public, it's more about the win than the wins and losses.
Yeah.
That's not bad for us to say. There was just things that maybe didn't go as planned, and we'll just leave it at that for right now. That maybe, a month and a half ago or even 3 years ago, we couldn't necessarily discuss in a public setting. So once again, 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys the entire show today, or on the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream. Let's go ahead and take our timeout. When we come back, we'll be joined by Steve Marik of Inside Nebraska, get his thoughts. He was at both pressers, the Trev Alberts presser on Sunday and Mickey Joseph's presser today. We'll get his thoughts, and then also preview Oklahoma, because Nebraska does have a pretty big game coming up on Saturday against OU, and we can't get our thought process clouded by all this off the field movement, because we still got a game to play on Saturday morning on Fox. So we'll be right back with Steve Marik of Inside Nebraska after the break. You're listening to the Happy Hour on 93.7 The Ticket.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more, or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew live from Tipsy Tina's in the Haymarket as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Brought to you by A1 Automotive, Mullen Motors, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Bauer Underground, Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group, and Ritchie Brothers.
A good game with good friends. But isn't it time to up the score when it comes to the food? Wings and Rings is here for every football fan. Catch the game on one of their big screens or snag a tail great pack to go. They're cranking up the heat and throwing in mad flavor this season. Stop by your locally owned Wings and Rings on O Street, Meridian Park, or 48th and Old Cheney in Williamsburg Village, or grab some crave-worthy Wings and Rings to go. Make them your go-to destination to watch your team bring home the win. Wings and Rings. game time just got better.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Hey, buying a used vehicle sucks, and the biggest problem is who can you trust? Hey, this is Carl from Price Right Auto out here at West O Street in Lincoln. Here's what customers have told us they want from us. They want transparent pricing with no games. We have all our pricing on our website, plus a Carfax report. We don't want to buy a lemon. We include a 3-month warranty on all of our vehicles. We don't want to play games. Just make it simple. You saw that with non-commissioned salespeople. Can you trust us? Just check out our Google reviews. Again, this is Carl from Price Right Auto in West O. Check us out at pricerightauto.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.58 per hour. And other select jobs is starting at $24.28 per hour, with wages growing up to $30.30 per hour. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Fall has arrived, and it's the perfect weather for the DIY market to listen to the game while building a deck. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smooth. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671 or go online at deckcityne.com.
Your high school football coverage rolls on right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainert. Join me for 2 football games this week. First, on Thursday, sophomore quarterback Jeter Worthley and the Lincoln East Spartans take on the Rockets of Lincoln Northeast at 7 p.m., leading up to a 7 p.m. kickoff on Friday night for a matchup between Lincoln Southeast and Lincoln North Star. Both those games are coming your way this Thursday and Friday right here on 93.7 The Ticket, your home for high school football.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning into Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
The Lincoln forecast today, mostly sunny skies are expected, running a little warm this afternoon. We'll see an afternoon high of around 91. Tonight, mostly clear skies expected, staying mild tonight. We'll see a low of around 66. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies return. Those winds are going to pick up tomorrow. We'll see a high of around 93. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
We stand on the shoulders of women who came before us.
Women who fought for their own financial futures.
And now it's our turn.
Join us. Visit WeSaySaveIt.org and take control of your financial future by saving for retirement.
A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary. Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back here on the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick and Rico hanging out with you guys. 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys. The rest of the way here, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Interesting conversation in the first segment there. Good stuff.
Do it.
Do
it, Nick.
Let's go to the Honda Lincoln hotline.
Look, I appreciate everything that everyone does.
Okay, is that just your blanket statement, Rico?
I appreciate the attempts that are made to garner information.
I do. I actually do as well. And, you know, it is what it is.
There was an attempt.
There was an attempt during the break, but we're okay with it.
And I congratulate you.
No, we do appreciate you listening, though. But let's go to the Honda Lincoln hotline. We got Steve Mark of Inside Nebraska. Steve, have you had a chance to maybe catch your breath in the last 48 hours after the news broke on Sunday? We we canceled on you yesterday. Like, you're normally our Monday guest, but we canceled on you because it was such a busy day. And
Sorry
now,
for that.
yeah, sorry. And then now we have Mickey Joseph today. So, I mean, it's like, have you had a chance to kind of catch your breath in between writing articles?
Man, it's it's been quite the 48 hours for me. There's not a lot of sleep, I guess, just a lot of staring at laptop screens, which I don't know is the best for my eyes, but it's what's happening. So, yeah, it's been pretty hectic, but I guess, never a dull moment here. And I guess it's good that, we're creating content and trying to follow along with this wild ride that is Nebraska football.
I hope you have your blue light glasses.
Yeah, I need some of those for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I guess, Steve, what was your immediate reaction to this? Like, the news that Scott Frost was let go or dismissed, and then, like, did you expect it to happen on Sunday?
Yeah, so when the tweet came across and from Trev Alberts saying that a change had been made, I was not totally surprised, just because of how, if you allow 642 total yards to a Georgia Southern team and then get beat by a Georgia Southern team, it just has the vibe of, the final nail in the coffin after last weekend's game, in my opinion. So yeah, I wasn't really expecting it to come that day on Sunday, the day after, but
yeah,
I guess, after sitting down and thinking about it, I guess I can see why the change was made at this time, right before the Oklahoma game. It's going to be a great showcase, basically, of the fan base, because I think, with Mickey Joseph now in the fold, there's kind of a certain excitement, just a big vibe around town right now. I think that it's going to be a really great weekend, and I think Nebraska is set up really well right now with all the changes with college football happening, and all the excitement that's building with Mickey Joseph. I think that this has a chance to be a really great weekend, which, when I first learned of the firing, I didn't think I'd be saying that a few days later, but here we are. And I think Nebraska is in a good spot right now. Of course, they don't have a full-time head coach right now, but yeah, I think there's kind of a certain energy buzz right now. And I think the team is going to come out and basically maybe surprise some people. Who knows?
Steve, what's your take on the little subtle changes that are being made by Mickey Joseph so far, in Chenander taking over the safety spot and Travis Fisher switching from just a DB coach, or from the DB coach overall, to just taking on the corners?
Yeah, something needed to happen, right, on that side of the ball. So something absolutely needed to change. And so if Mickey thinks that something good will come with Chenander going from the nickels to the safeties, and then Fisher going from the corners to the nickels, which I was kind of wondering about that. So I went back and listened to the audio, and Mickey Joseph did end up saying that Travis Fisher will be coaching the corners and the nickels. Previously, it was Chenander taking the nickels, but he said usually in the defense, the coordinator will take the safety. So, yeah, those are the main changes on the defensive side of the ball. And then obviously offensive wise, Mike Asano, former offensive analyst, will be taking over the wide receiver role that Joseph held. Obviously Joseph will still have a presence with the receivers, but yeah, mainly it'll be Mike Asano. But yeah, I mean, something needed to happen. Going back to what I was saying on the defensive side, because I just looked it up. I think they're 124th or 126th and rushing yards per carry in the country. So it's just really not good on that side of the ball right now, and in that specific area, stopping the run. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to work, because it's going to be the same players out on the field. We think, but if maybe these slight tweaks and changes that Joseph made on the defensive side of the ball will help change something.
We're speaking to Steve Mark of Inside Nebraska here, and Steve, I guess when I walked into the press conference room today, there was a different energy than there was on Sunday, or even in previous weeks when we'd hear Scott Frost talk. What does that mean about Mickey Joseph as a head coach, or as a leader, I suppose?
Yeah, I completely agree, Nick. I know I might sound crazy with, the whole energy talk, but, and how I view this program right now, because I think Nebraska is set up for success in the future with this new college football world that we're going to be living in here soon. But yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you that he brings a certain enthusiasm, energy, just like what Trev Albert said when he was, choosing who to pick to be the interim head coach. I definitely think Mickey Joseph is a well-liked figure in the program. I think the players really love him. I know he's not the easiest coach to play for, but I think he really cares about his guys. And I think of all of that, plus coupled with, a fresh outlook, just new ideas, just a different vibe as the leader of this program, I think it's just going to, result in positivity, in my opinion. Now, is that going to equal a win against Oklahoma or a win against Indiana? I don't know. But just walking in the presser on Sunday for Trev Alberts and then today for Mickey Joseph, I just felt good about the direction of the program overall.
Steve, when we look at Saturday's game, and obviously that defense is kind of a place to be worried about, I suppose, if you want to categorize it that way. I mean, should Husker fans be ready for kind of a shootout on Saturday, or what kind of game do you expect to be played on Saturday morning on Fox?
Yeah, I think you're thinking along the same lines as me, Nick. I definitely could see a lot of points, just like the Georgia Southern game. If you look at Oklahoma, they have the hotshot offensive coordinator, Jeff Levy. He comes from Central Florida, just running that really fast-paced, up-tempo spread offense, and he's got a really great quarterback to do it in Dylan Gabriel, the former Central Florida quarterback. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a tough task for this defense who really, really, really struggled to stop a Georgia Southern offense. No offense to those guys, but they have some really good. They do some good things on offense and have some really good athletes. But it's just going to be amped up when you have a team like Oklahoma coming into town. So yeah, I think Nebraska's offense is obviously the strength of this team, and yeah, there could be just a lot of points scored. And who knows what can happen if maybe Nebraska and Shenander maybe switch some things up and maybe try to do things differently on defense. Maybe it works out in their favor, and who knows what can happen. But yeah, I definitely see what you're saying with a lot of points thing, because I definitely could see a shootout for sure.
All right, Steve, last one before we let you go. We won't keep you too long here, but we're joined by Steve Marik of Inside Nebraska. If you had to put your money on who Nebraska's next head coach is here, extremely early in the process, 2.5 months out from maybe any discussion of an actual decision, whether it's Mickey Joseph or somebody else, who will be Nebraska's coach?
I'm going to be the boring person and say Matt Campbell of Iowa State.
What is so appealing about Matt Campbell? Because I've had a lot of conversations, including with Rico.
Sorry, Steve, you lost me.
And we're kind of on the side of we're curious to see what he does without Breece Hall and Brock Purdy. And when you look, I mean, he's won 50-some% of his games at Iowa State, and then obviously before him, they were winning under 50% of their games. So there's improvement there, but is that like a splash higher for Nebraska, or does Nebraska even need a splash higher?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up the last point about the splash hire, because if you listen to Trev Alberts on Sunday, he basically laid out everything that he was looking for in the future next head coach, and to me at least, it didn't sound like he'd be going after a massive name, right? Or like what you would call a splash hire. Yeah. Now, along with Matt Campbell, I understand where people are coming from, that they're not too high on him, but the way I look at it, he's been a head coach for a while now, I think around 10 years. He started off at Toledo. He raised the level of that program. He improved that program from where it was. Then he went to Iowa State, and I believe he's raised the level of that program. He got Iowa State to be a better program. And so that's he's 2 for 2 in making the programs better after he's got there. And I just think that with all the resources that Nebraska will have, all the money that it'll have with the new TV deal, just everything going for Nebraska right now, the new facility, the fantastic NIL operations that will be popping up here soon. I just think that Nebraska has more resources and everything available to his expense that, if you give a guy like Matt Campbell all of that, I think that you can really start to build a program. And he's a really big detail oriented guy. And obviously that fits along with Trev Alberts. So he's my pick right now. He's not my white whale. That'd be Kyle Whittingham of Utah. But
yeah, exactly.
Kyle will be leaving anytime soon. I think he's been at Utah for about, since 1994. He's my top pick, but going back to it, Matt Campbell, I think, will be my guess.
Yeah, it's interesting. So Matt Campbell, just looking him up, some of his accolades: two-time Big Ten coach, two-time AP Big 12 Coach of the Year. He was 35-15 at Toledo, like you mentioned, and then now he's 44-34 at Iowa State here in his seventh year. So yeah, his overall record 79-49 right now through those two stops. And that's much better than obviously 16-31. And it's interesting, Steve, when you look at and listen to Trev Alberts with Mickey Joseph and even like a guy, I suppose, like Matt Campbell, they're on the same page, which is extremely important going forward.
Yeah, I really liked what Mickey said today was just everybody being on the same end of the rope, pulling, in the same direction. And
yeah,
I think that's probably needed a lot more in Nebraska's football program and administration. And, with Trev Alberts in charge, I think that, that's going to start happening more often.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Steve, appreciate the time as always, man. I know you're busy staying on top of all the stories and changing landscapes throughout Nebraska football right now. So appreciate the time as always. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Nick.
All right. That is Steve Mark of Inside Nebraska. Appreciate him as always. I know. That's what I noticed. Listen, I didn't say anything. I just didn't even notice it, Rico.
Every time.
I didn't,
Rico.
Rico.
Be like, Steve, I'm here too. I know I ask you like one or two questions, but I'm here too, Steve.
You are here, Rico. Don't
push the buttons.
Join the stream and people would see that Rico is indeed here.
I push the buttons.
Mark's even in the studio.
Mark is here.
There he is. He's doing stuff on some laptops, which I realized while we were on the phone with Steve that I get distracted very easily.
Yes, you do.
This is bad. No, it's okay, Mark.
You got to find one thing and focus on it while you're listening.
Normally, so that's
focus on this.
That's
right
easy
here.
for me when I'm doing solo shows because I just look at the wall. I'll just focus on a spot at the wall.
You just kind of sit here staring into a corner.
Yeah, because I think all the time. Before we go to break, there are some other coaches here that have been asked about the Nebraska job. Now, obviously, once again, I feel like we have to reiterate and preface it with this. We are fully behind Mickey Joseph.
Yes, sir.
Rico and I are fully behind Mickey Joseph and everybody here. And I honestly think that the best thing, the easiest and smoothest transition would just be able to move Mickey Joseph into the full-time role.
Just take off one word.
But now, here's the thing. I also have complete trust in Trev Alberts from the conversations that we've been able to have and things like that.
That is true.
I think there is, we have complete trust. So if Trev Alberts decides or believes that it's best to go outside of Mickey Joseph, then that's what we'll do as well, and we'll back that. So Dave Doran is first up. He was asked about, he's the NC State head coach. They're a top 25 program.
Yep.
And he was asked whether or not he would consider, or just his reaction to being considered for the Nebraska job. And here's what he had to say. We're not going to break it down too much because there's no reason to, but just so you guys, the listeners, know kind of how coaches across the country are reacting to this. Here's Dave Doran responding to his name being considered for Nebraska.
3 of the season, man. I'm so fired up to coach my team this week. So, no, I'm so excited about playing at home and coaching the Wolfpack. And it's not the first time that names have been on lists. So, it is what it is when you talk about that. But I can't wait to get ready for this game. I mean, this is a big one for us and a big season and a great group of guys. So that's where my head and my heart is.
Just completely ignoring
the question. There's Dave Doran. Next up, probably a more realistic possibility, Lance Leipold at Kansas.
Have any reaction to your name coming up on those lists at Nebraska?
I'm focused on this football team and get ready for Houston.
Which is exactly what I would expect.
Exactly.
Every single coach.
I'm focused on this football team. Now, Chris Kleiman at Kansas State had a little bit of a different one. Chris Kleiman. Now, I have to find it one more time here.
Because we don't have the audio for that one.
Because they didn't send out the audio for it.
How dare they? Kansas State. Be better.
Here it is. the folks down in Manhattan are saying, quote, I don't think that Kansas State fans have to worry about Chris Kleiman and Nebraska at all, because Chris Kleiman in response said, quote, I really like it here at Kansas State. I love our players. I love our guys. And it's pretty simple for me. I can just say one name, and that's Gene Taylor. Gene Taylor's my guy. The athletic director, Gene Taylor. My guy. Is Gene Taylor your guy? Or Chris Kleiman your guy?
I do like Chris Kleiman, not my guy though.
I actually really like Chris Kleiman, just as a coach, not necessarily for Nebraska.
I think I like Chris Kleiman at Kansas State.
I like Chris Kleiman at Kansas State. He just fits Kansas State, where 8 wins is kind of the max you're going to get. 8 or 9 wins, you're not going to compete for a national championship by any means.
You'll jump up there from time to time.
But you're going to be a fringe top 20 team every single year and get the job done, because you're going to have a strong offensive line, a pretty decent defense to handle the Big 12, and a good enough running back.
Kansas State, the Walmart version of Iowa in the Big 12.
I would put Kansas State above Iowa.
Would you?
In terms of this season, yes.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying.
Over the last 10 years, no.
They're the Walmart version of Iowa. Where it's like,
how about Big Lots version?
Like, you know what you're going to get. It's not going to be
Can we do Big
sexy.
Lots?
It's not going to be, overwhelming, but it's solid.
Yeah.
It's like a nice biscuit. I don't know.
A nice biscuit?
Nice biscuit.
Mark, can you hear this? Do you hear this right now? Just ignoring it? Okay, thank you. No comment from Mark.
Mark
thank
thinks
you.
all biscuits are nice.
All biscuits. Jacoby brisket.
Jacoby brisket.
Okay, so anyway, that'll do it. When we come back, we will it's Tuesday. And if you listen to our show every week, which you should, you understand that Tuesdays we eat. And we test out things from Sweet Things by Marcy.
Just on Tuesdays we eat.
Just on Tuesdays we eat. So I honestly don't even know what she brought us today.
I do.
Rico does. I don't know yet. But we'll see if Nate and Strick want to join in as well as we test out some food by Sweet Things from Marcy. We'll do that coming up in a couple minutes. You're listening to the Happy Hour on a Tuesday on 93.7 The Ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning in to Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
Wow. Did you ever save me money on my car?
Yes, that's why our customers keep coming back.
How do you do it, friendly car dealer ?
We simply have low overhead and high trade-in values. The next line's yours.
Oh.
Ready for something better? Mullen Motors is a no-hassle, no-pressure dealership with financing available. Check out the inventory at MikeMullenMotors.com.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
Seasons change, but your land stays the same. You need the right solutions to keep you moving. That's why you rely on Acres Equipment, your Nebraska-owned premier John Deere dealership. Whether you're harvesting, protecting your crops, feeding the herd, maintaining your lawn, improving your business, or letting off some steam, Acres has what you need to get the job done. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.58 per hour. And other select jobs starting at $24.28 per hour, with wages growing up to $30.30 per hour. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Join us on Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Bourbon Street as we get you ready for Saturday's game against Oklahoma. Old School with Jay Foreman and DP goes from 4 to 6 p.m. Stop by for some of the best drinks and and Cajun food in town at Bourbon Street at 8th and Q.
Guys, a couple months ago, I told you how I lost 36 pounds by taking part in the 10-week challenge at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. Well, now after another 10 weeks, I'm down over 60 pounds and I'm feeling stronger than I can ever remember. Farrell's uses a trusted method that combines kickboxing, strength training, nutrition, and personalized coaching to set you up for success. The next 10-week challenge begins on October 1st, and you can join for half off by mentioning the ticket. Head to fxblincoln.com to learn more and join the 10-week challenge with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping for 50% off.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order your Wingstop online at 28th and Superior, 50th and O Street, and 29th and Pine Lake.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back
maybe
in.
next time, Strick.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com.
That would truly be happy hour.
Yeah. Hey, we're not against
sorry.
it. No, we're not against it.
Oh.
Here's the thing, Strick.
We're all for
You have to understand, Kevin Meyer wanted to have Thirsty Thursday on this show.
No, he did not.
No. Ask him.
He
Ask
only
him.
loves the block.
He does.
He does not want happy hour.
Then why did he leave on the block?
Hold on.
He didn't leave on the block. The time left.
The on the block left him.
Hold on, Nick. One
And
second.
he came back
One
last
second.
week.
That's why he came
They
over.
had to. They were at the Scarlet Hotel. They had to.
Yeah, because he loves us.
One
He
second.
could have came back.
No.
to
You know
He
why?
didn't want to.
You know why?
He lives on the block.
Strick. You know
Strick's
why he
picks.
left? You know why he
Yeah.
left? It's because he cares about his employees. The delivery truck comes in at Thursday, and it's just too early of a show to get here. That's why.
He said happy hour would work perfectly for Thursday. Also, I've known Kevin longer than all of you combined, so chill.
Yeah, chill.
No, I went to school with
I was about to
Kevin.
say, Strick
So
definitely-
nice try, my boy.
Nuh-uh.
Rico went to school.
But are you best friends with him?
Yes.
Do you
No,
call
you're
him
not.
uncle?
Yeah,
Does-
is he your Uncle
do
Kev?
you talk to him when you're in
He ain't your
Europe?
Uncle Kev. No, because I haven't been to Europe, but I would.
But
Hey,
If I went to Europe.
do you have a name named after you in your store called Strick's Picks?
No.
Okay, then you
Because
don't know.
my name doesn't work out too well for
It should be
any
Nick
generation.
Picks. It used to be Nick's Picks. And then it used to be
Fake
Nick's
news
Picks.
going on in the block in here
Is it
today
on the block?
on the
Used to be-
ticket.
it's not
On
on
the
the
It's
ticket.
called Rico's Drinkos, but
On the ticket today is fake news.
All right. Actually, Rico, before we go, let's get 10 seconds for station identification. We'll be back in 10 seconds.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
All right. So,
as I was saying,
yeah, I know. As we were saying, Kevin Meyer likes us a lot more than anybody else on the station.
I don't know about that.
I'm sorry, we can't hear you.
I can't hear either one of you. Sorry about it. I don't know what's going on. Something's wrong with your mics.
Fat check? That's what Nebraska's going to need. Fat check. Okay, so let's get to business.
I'm on Strick's side. I know he likes us the best because of Strick. I'm okay with that.
You know what?
I'm just there to drink.
Let's ask him on Thursday.
You are out of your mind. You're irresponsible, Nathan.
That's why I ride with Strick.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We roll. We roll.
Shout out to the blockheads.
And we rolling up thick.
Oh, yeah?
Strick. We T-birds.
Oh,
come on. Come on.
You see how he invoked that one?
Come on,
Strick, listen, I don't got anything.
You see how he pulled that card
Strick,
out?
look, I saw
that little
I saw
trump
that.
card he pulled out?
Stricky, look at me. What do T-birds do?
They fly.
They fly together.
This mother's.
Let's get to Marcy.
Okay, so every Tuesday, we partake in delicious desserts by Sweet Things by Marcy.
Oh, my.
Now, once again, before we dive in, gentlemen,
Gentlemen.
we have to describe what we have. If you want to place an order, head over to sweetthingsbymarcy.com, or you can give them a call. Strick, don't take a bite. Don't take a bite.
Oh, it looks so good.
402-540-6982 is the number to call. So we have to explain what we have. We have to explain what we have
so
first.
Good.
So first, we have a decadent chocolate cake. What?
Stop it.
The ingredients: flour, butter, sugar, eggs, vanilla, cocoa, buttermilk, and coffee. The frosting: butter, powdered sugar, coffee, and vanilla. So if you're a coffee fan,
Couldn't wait.
Oh, what just happened there? That was unreal. Okay, so this is wow. Holy smokes. This is layered and everything. Oh my goodness. Marcy.
Oh.
You can taste the coffee.
Stupid, man.
Oh, yum.
Oh.
Okay, that coffee, that's really good.
Now I need some leche.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Marcy said, is that this chocolate cake goes exceptional with milk, and I can agree.
I get it.
That coffee flavor is strong, but it's delicious.
Oh, it hit different.
So here's the thing: that you taste the coffee right at the start, but it doesn't hang around for too long. It doesn't hang around for too long, which I think is okay because it doesn't overpower.
The chocolate gives it the oomph also necessary.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't overpower. Then that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice job. So once again, we are trying Sweet Things by Marcy.
Right.
Marcy.
You didn't let me explain it first.
Oh.
You you have to email sweetthingsbymarcy@gmail.com. Give her a call, 402-540-6982, or you can go online, sweetthingsbymarcy.com. So here's this next thing. Kentucky butter cake.
Go.
Flour, sugar, eggs, baking soda, baking powder, buttermilk, butter, vanilla, and salt. This looks like something that's going to be really moist.
Oh,
Look at that.
oh,
It's almost like a pound cake.
oh. I need coffee. I need coffee.
That's soft.
Who made coffee in here today?
I think
Buck!
that's good.
Buck can't hear you.
Oh,
Scream louder.
Oh, that is good.
This is
so
really
good.
good.
Oh, coffee was sitting
That's
right.
a little melt in the mouth flavor.
Mhm.
And it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you put that in the microwave about 10 seconds.
Not even. I like it cold.
No.
Sorry, Strick.
How dare you?
Yeah, sorry,
A
man.
little heat on that, just let it melt in the mouth. Then with the coffee that follows it, ooh, it
Goes
just,
down smooth.
oh, it's so smooth.
I could see.
Wow. This is really good.
Yeah. All right. I can't eat too much. I got to take this home to the wifey so she can get a taste. This is delicious.
I think this has
I
been the
felt like
best
the
day
Cookie
yet.
Monster.
You
today.
sounded like the Cookie Monster.
Mhm.
Both of those, elite.
Yeah.
Marcy,
Somebody
batting
says-
1,000.
you did it.
Somebody says, I'm losing it so bad. Sounds like Cookie Monster over there. Okay, so once again.
Yeah.
Wow, this is delicious.
Marcy stuck her toes and feet and hands and hair and everything in that. She put the whole caboodle. That's good.
She has every week so far.
Not that she literally did it. That is a figurative term on which we say you did the doggone thing when you
you went and did the damn thing.
Yeah.
She's done it every week. It's delicious every single week.
She don't miss.
Yeah, she hits a home run. You know, Strick. You
Check
know,
her out,
you know what? You know what? The Salt Dogs, when you came up just a couple feet short of a home run, she's able to hit it over the fence.
Clear the fence.
You see how
you know she bat
how
flips.
yeah, she bat
flips.
Right there, little shake action.
She bat flips because she knows as soon as
Wait
the
till we go
sound,
back.
It's a
the
no doubter.
sound off the bat, she just and she's like, that's gone.
I've done
Wait till
that
we go
a time or two. I've done
I'm gonna
that.
be ready for the next one.
Okay, good, gentlemen. I hit 3 home runs last night in my slow pitch game.
Oh wow.
I was pretty at
You're
home.
also selfish.
He's
You hit
selfish. Solos, weren't they?
No, he hit a home run when we had already used all of our home runs in our
Yeah.
co-ed game on
Selfish.
Sunday.
I knew it.
Selfish.
It was on accident.
I knew it. No, I knew it.
I just hit it out.
No,
Because you only get 2 for the whole
Exactly.
game. We already
No.
used our 2, and then he hit 1 out.
he needs to get in line drive form.
Yes.
and he's getting in.
We're chopping.
Yeah, he's getting in banger form and selfish.
Because he didn't want to run.
That's Nick.
You're right. Actually,
You don't want to run.
Nick is sick.
No,
Hits it
I
out,
will
so he
say.
just goes back to the dugout.
So we got the new bat or whatever, and it's finally getting broken in. It takes about 200 swings to get broken in, and now it's starting to really jump off the bat. This one that I hit yesterday was a line drive, and it went over the fence at Holmes. I wish somebody that was listening. Listen, Strick, chill. And I knew it was gone right away. I was like, it felt so
I'm
good.
starting to get a few better at bats. I still haven't figured it out
Hey,
yet.
Strick, you want to know something?
What?
Yours truly wasn't invited to join the team.
Here we go again.
Nick X'd you off the team, my boy.
Didn't even invite me.
How many times did we ask
That is
Rico to
so
hang out?
sad.
You want to know what happened? I was sitting here. I heard them talking. I go, "What are you guys talking about?" They're like, "Oh, slow pitch." I was like, "Oh, you guys playing?" And they go, "Yeah, we're on the same team. We're doing this and this." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know that this was a thing."
Listen, Rico.
Hurt.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Co-host for a
Broke your
year.
heart.
Didn't even tell me.
That's what he do. That's
You make me
exactly
sound
what-
so
this
bad
guy.
for this
Exactly
guy.
what
You make
Nate-
me
for
sound
what it's
so
worth,
bad.
does.
For what it's worth,
Yeah, Nathan
I am on
understands.
the team.
He is.
For this
I am on
guy.
the
But
team.
no, but
But
I
so is
watched
Carly.
I watched
Carly.
Nate whisper in your ear and say, "You know what? We should bring Rico on."
Thank you.
And then Nick's
I'm sorry?
like, Nick rolls his eyes.
I'm
He's
sorry.
like, oh hell no.
He said, "I'm sorry. I want to be the athlete of this team." He didn't want any competition.
I saw it. I remember the conversation.
pain.
It was happening outside. Right
Broken.
after
Oh yeah,
Hearted.
When you were in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Broken-hearted.
Because this was a conversation that happened in like January.
I kind of float around a little bit.
I
Wow.
believe
Little spirit.
Stricky's got eyes and ears
Yeah,
everywhere.
I'm everywhere. I'm like you. You remember the show Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah.
Where the Lord of the Whispers? That's me.
Or box your spy.
Yeah. How did you figure it out?
Look at
Bach,
him.
quickly.
Bach,
Look
look at
at
Bach.
him. Acting like he's not listening.
He has
Yeah.
no idea.
He knows.
He's over there
He
just
gets
laughing
it.
right now. So once again, Sweet Things by Marcy.
Great
Give them a
stuff.
call, 402-540-6982 to place an order, or you can email them, sweetthingsbymarcy.com.
The chocolate coffee cake.
MARCY is how you spell it. So once again, we had the Kentucky butter cake and the decadent chocolate cake with a touch of coffee flavor in the cake and the frosting.
Great.
And so it was delicious. What's coming up on the block real quick, guys?
We're going to do some NFL buy or sell. Obviously going to talk about the Mickey Joseph stuff. And Brian Munson from On 3. He'll fill us in on
There you go.
his thoughts as well.
Weird.
There you go. Yeah.
Great interview
Buy
from
or
Mickey,
sell.
by the way.
What do you mean buy or sell?
We did that
Weird.
this morning.
It's like we did that earlier. Except we had
Who
a twist.
started it? Who started buy or sell? We've been doing this for months.
See?
Except we
See how
had a
they do
twist.
For months.
We had a twist. Buy, sell, or layaway.
Layaway. Shout out to the Christmas season.
Boy, I tell you, they be on the block taking all.
I know. People listen. Like, how can I copy these guys
Really?
today?
Is that right?
I would
Ridiculous.
never want to
All right.
copy this show.
We're done for today. We're done for today. We'll be back tomorrow on a Wednesday. Talk to you guys later. See ya.
Adios.
Wow. Did you ever save me money on my car?
Yes, that's why our customers keep coming back.
How do